just do art.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at DJ Greg Nasty.
Think outside the box. Unplug from the matrix.
Advantage. The rule of capitalism is scarcity. Something has to be rare and scarce to have value. So if you're played on the radio every single day and people have large access to your music like online and they could just stream it, you're valueless. You have no value, and that's what's happened to a lot of artists. They put their music online, and of course you get heard by a lot of people, but it's Napster that gets the 19 million a day. It's Spotify, whoever you put your music through, they're the ones that's really getting the money.
Warning, don't ask me for shit. You hearing it once is better than me telling it twice.
Warning. Don't believe the shit you see on Facebook. It's all fake.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Albert Einstein once observed that the most fundamental and major decision that you have to make in your life is this: do I live in a friendly or a hostile universe? Which is it? Is it a universe that is filled with hostility and anger and people wanting to hate each other and people wanting to kill each other? Is that what you see? Because when you see the world that way, that's exactly what you will create for yourself in your life. This is from great scientific minds.
Peace and blends. They surprised I visit my block, still gangsta shit. You know how I feel. I had you ducking hot shells. Said they rich, how can I tell? Try to put my homies on game. It feel like I failed. I'm trying to put us on the top shelf, nigga, not jail. I'm the one they locked in that cell. Still I did not tell. Came through feeling like L, the floor that rock bells. They don't gotta give us our credit. We proud of ourselves. My daughters won't grow up like me. We find that ourselves. This the type of shit that I'm really on. Forgive me for falling out with friends I got too busy for. Make me take the rollie off, put the Richard Millie on. This that respect you get when you put your city on, nigga. And I'm counting all the cash I could take. Y'all at the bank, I got a $500,000 cash stashed out of state. This for my one dog that got a case. I Christmas shop for your kids, get you a Benz where you max out your date.
Amazing thing about snakes is that they reproduce spontaneously. What do you mean? They have both male and female sex organs. That's why somebody you don't trust, you call a snake. How can you trust a guy who can literally go fuck themselves?
Don't you think that expression will come from the Adam and Eve story? When the snake tempted Eve to bite the apple?
Snakes were fucking themselves long before Adam and Eve showed up.
I'm trying to hang it up, but the streets calling. My man, he told the plug we need drugs, but he's seesawing. I'm free falling. Keep it real brief when I draw. I call that free balling. You ain't got time to keep score if you gon' keep scoring. Older niggas thought I was Peter Barnes. I used to keep a half a brick inside of a VCR. Downstate, I made the biggest niggas just leave the yard. They wouldn't give me space so I can shine and be a star. Delete your bars. Can't pay the plug if you broke, dog. You'll never be a menace in these streets if you owe, dog. Hear me out. You can't pay attention at no cost. Just clear the house. That name that you mentioned is folklore. The coke raw. Got it out the mud. Your cabinet is bare because you shouting out the Cubs. You jabbing at the air like Trey pouting by the hub. Watch who you love, because it'll never be a stranger to spill your blood, nigga.
A guy named Buckminster Fuller, he once came up with an idea that said, don't fight against systems. Create other systems that make that system obsolete. So you see something going wrong, don't go against that. Figure that out some other way. But if it's really a problem, create another system. You know what's wrong, so you know what's right. Do the right over here. and make this wrong obsolete.
Do you know that most people that I meet spend their lives looking for occasions to be offended? They actually are out there hoping that they can find some reason to be offended. And there's no shortage of reasons. They're out there everywhere. The way this person dressed, what this person said, they turn on their TV, they hear the news, they're offended by this. Someone used language that they didn't like, someone doesn't share the same customs that you, and people all day long. In fact, if you keep track tomorrow, you will find probably 100 reasons that you can go around being offended. There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives. But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be. 7 little words that I think are perhaps the most important things that we can learn and master in our lives. This old proverb notion that I become what I think about all day long. And once you know that what you think about is what expands, you start getting real careful about what you think about. You don't allow your thoughts to be on anything that you don't want, or that you wouldn't want to have manifest or show up for you in your life. Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. One of the central principles of my life is that no one knows enough to be a pessimist about anything. And that each and every one of us, when we close our mind to what is possible for us or what is possible for humanity, closes off the genius that resides and lives in each and every one of us. Having an open mind doesn't necessarily mean finding fault with all of the things that you've been taught by others. It means opening yourself up to the potentiality and the possibility that anything and everything is possible. So having a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing really means finding within ourselves the ability to get rid of a trait that I find so common in the contemporary world.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and finish. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you later. Is this guy available for purchase? So, yeah, let me get a price on him. Oh, thank you. The clown is 30.
30?
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at DJ Greg Nasty.
Cool stuff here, man. Think outside the box here, okay? What y'all selling those?
Nah, it's for, like, you can ride it around.
Okay.
knowledge, raw talent in every situation. You see the creation every time when I'm painting. Been through real trials and them tribulations. The devil steady working, but you know I keep the faith in. And knowledge, raw talent in every situation. You see the creation every time when I'm painting. Been through real trials and them tribulations. The devil steady working, but you know I keep the faith in. Devil steady working, so you know I keep the faith in. I wanna drive the Lamb today, I wanna pull the Wraith in. Bad vibes who? Pay no mind to Satan. Bad news gang, well you know what I've been painting. Mama raised the G, so you know she made a soldier. I showed the guys the game for free, they turn around and sold it. Loyalty is hard to find, I'm holding down my brothers. God don't like ugly.
Just do art.